everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so excited to share with you on the power of proximity is what we're doing today. My name is Jessica Ross. I am here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I am so honored to have this moment here with you today. Just a little bit of background about me, just to kind of share who I am and where I'm coming from. I've been in real estate for a little over 10 years now, which is so wild for me to think that 10 years have gone by so that fast. And so glad to have the opportunity of iconing every single year that I've been with our amazing company here. I'm a mom of two amazing children, one in high school, one in elementary school, and an amazing husband supporting me along the way. It's been a fun journey. So I'm excited to hop in today, share with you my story on the power of proximity and let you know how it's changed my life, the trajectory of my career. And let's just dive right in, guys. So today we're going to be really diving into something that can absolutely change and shift the trajectory of your career, your life, and your mindset. And it is the power of proximity. And I know that sentence gets overused so much that it's lost a little bit of its luster along the way. But if you'll just give me a few minutes to kind of dive in deep with this, I promise you won't be disappointed. So we're going to break down a little bit of like who you surround yourself with really truly determines how your career, your mindset, and your energy are going to be affected. So this isn't going to be like an inspirational video. It's going to be very strategic in how to place these people in your life and you in their life in order to achieve the most success. Now, I do want to preface this whole episode by saying that it isn't necessary to have people in your life that are cheering you on or that motivate you. You can grow by yourself. And I've had a chapter in my life where I felt very alone, in my business success, and I was growing. But the moment that I was able to align myself with the people who had the same mindset that I did and that were pushing me to grow and be a better person, not just in business, but in my relationships and my health as well, that is when my business just took off, and I'm in this new chapter that I never even thought it existed. So let me dive in a little bit deeper, and let's just get right to it. So proximity equals possibilities. Let me explain. So being near the right people can open up doors that you never knew existed. Now, I'm going to take you back about 9 years ago when I was really starting to get into this lovely career of the real estate world. I went to a real estate conference, and there was thousands of people in the room, and there was agents coming on stage, and they were talking about their accolades, and they were just doing some incredible things that I never even thought were possible. And here I am, probably 12 to 15 deals closed that year, and I thought I was doing well, and I'm seeing these people hundreds of deals closed. The CEO gets up there and talking, and I thought, wow, I need to know who that person is. I want to be in his circle, because he knows all of these people. So if I feel like I can get in with the CEO, then I feel like I'm going to be in the circle of everyone who's doing great things. So the people I were with thought I was crazy. They're like, yeah, you're not going to talk with the CEO. Well, they don't know me. So I did everything I could to get into the room, into the conversation with the CEO. Lo and behold, a couple months later, was on a one-on-one phone call with him, one-on-one Zoom, and he took me on as a coaching client. And for free. He just wanted to help mentor me. He saw my hunger. And then he put me into a room of agent advisory, which then put me in the room of everyone that was already on stage. So these people that are doing millions of dollars worth of, commission, they're making millions of dollars. And me, I'm like maybe 15 deals that year. I was thinking, okay, well, this is something. Like I'm in the room with people that are doing big things. So it's always just like you're one step away from being in a room that you might not feel as though you deserve to be in then, but they're going to push you to levels that you had never knew existed. So the proximity puts you in a path of opportunity, and it puts you in the game instead of on the sidelines watching everyone else play. And that's where the opportunity of growth comes in. Who you become who you're around. And I know that we've all grown up and our parents are telling us, you got to be careful who you hang around. You're the average of the 5 people that you're with, but it is so true. I think we can all look at our own success and say that we've met people along the way that are wildly successful in business, and then you peel the curtain back and everything behind the scenes is falling apart. The relationships are a mess. They're miserable people, and the only thing they have going for them is a business. Well, I've learned that really early on in my career, that the people that thought I was looking up to, that I thought I wanted to emulate, were, when I peeled that layer back, they were miserable. And I thought, I don't want to be that way. If this is what success is, do I really want success? But what changed is, and I'll get into this in a minute, but when I was able to align myself with the people that had the same values that I did, had that same growth mindset. It was family, God, career, health, wealth. When you have the whole picture and you find the people that align with that, it's like there's no stopping you, because they're going to encourage you and push you to be the best version of yourself, not just in business, but it's almost like everything else is a byproduct of each other. When you start doing great in business, your relationships start thriving. At least that's how it should be. And that's how the people that you want surrounding yourself with, that's how you want them to be perceived as well. And not just perceived, you want them to be actually living that moment. So let's get into this. If you are letting folks pour into you on advice, you want to make sure that they are the version of the person that you are striving to be. You don't want someone who is giving you advice and then just either A, not living it, or maybe great in one area and then just awful in another. So you have to be very, very strategic in who you're letting speak into your life. And it might not even be a personal, that doesn't even have to be like a physical person, like in the room speaking into your life. You could be listening to motivational videos like Ed Mylett, Jesse Itzler, like folks that are speaking into your life. You want to make sure that they are aligning with who you want to be and how you want to get there. So who is pouring into you? I think we need to take a kind of a step back and say, who are the people that are in my life that are cheering me on? Obviously, friends and family, they're amazing. We need their support and their love. But the people that are in business, our leadership, we need to know where they are, who they stand for, and and their belief system. I really truly feel like that is that's a big component, is their belief system. If it's all just business and let everything suffer, is that the room that you want to be in? Is that the person that you want pouring into your life? Who's pushing you to a new level? I will say that what's really cool is I was invited to speak at an event this year in Connecticut, and Brittany Bennett, man, she has no idea how much she changed my life by inviting me to speak at this event. But the night before the event, we were sitting at a table, and one of my mentors was sitting there. It was the first time I'd ever met him in person. And when we were sitting at this table, I kind of had an overview of who was there. And it was all very, very successful people. And when I saw them taking notes from each other, it was almost like an aha moment. All of the people at this table have had an incredible amount of success, and they're taking notes from each other. And I thought, this is something different, something that I've never been a part of. So I was taking mental notes, taking notes down on paper as well. And what was happening is it wasn't a conversation of, hey, how can I get my next deal? Or how can I make this one agent stay with my company, or however it may be. It was, how can I be a better person and how can I serve others better? That was the whole preface of that whole conversation, was how can I serve other people better so that I in turn can be a better person? And another thing that I caught on to as well was that when they were chatting about business, it was, we're not going to just talk about what we want to do. We're going to act on those actions. So whenever they turned to me, they said, Jessica, what do you want to do? And I told them what it is that I wanted to do that year. And so they made me open up my phone, open up my calendar, put it down on the date, and said, you have to do this. You have to make it happen. No matter what gets in your way, this is a commitment that you're making to yourself and to your family, and you're going to get it done. And you're going to call us when it's done, and you're going to report back and let me know how you feel. Well, I did it. And without them pushing me, this is what I'm talking about, being in the rooms of people that are going to push you to be a better person. Without them encouraging me to do that and making me put it down on paper and giving me like that whole, you're doing this for you and your family, I don't think I ever would have gotten it done. And I did it, and I was so proud. And it almost makes me emotional to even talk about it, because it's something that had been on my to-do list for a long time, something that I wanted to achieve for a very long time. And I did it. And then it was just another one of those aha moments, that being in the room of people who have that same mindset will push you. They will encourage you to be that better person. So maybe we need to audit our circle. Maybe we need to figure out who isn't serving us in that correct way. Maybe we have some naysayers or people that I know. I'm a big dreamer. I will share my dreams and people think I'm wildly insane, and that's okay. The people that matter the most know that I'm a dreamer, and they know that these dreams aren't just dreams. They're things that I will achieve, because it's not just thoughts. I've written them down on paper and have actions to actually achieve them. But audit your circle. Kind of figure out who isn't serving you in the best light. So here with EXP, we have proximity and it's built in. And that's the part that I love so much. And this is what I was getting at earlier. Being at that table with all those insanely incredible, successful people, we have it built in, and everyone wants everyone to win here. And that's what I love about it so much. And the first saying that I heard whenever I joined this company was, it's collaboration over competition. Because I think everyone in this industry thinks it's whoever can elbow their way up to the table first gets the prize. But here at EXP, it's if you win, I win, and if I win, you win. And I think that's so different, and it's a different mindset than a lot of people think. I have people that are in my circle that don't directly benefit from any of my success. They benefit nothing other than just seeing me succeed. And they're pouring into me nonstop because they enjoy helping others. And that's what my mission has been. I love helping others and helping others succeed because I've been given that opportunity myself. We have these, we have agent masterminds and EXP Con and Icon agents, and we're rewarding those to help others. And I think that that's something that's so missed in our industry. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud to be a part of it. So kind of what we were talking about is that proximity isn't technically physical. We can leverage proximity to YouTube videos where we can watch Ed Mylett or whoever it motivates you. You can watch them to motivate you. Make sure it is people who align with your values. I will say that. But you can, your growth-minded people attract growth-minded people. So if you are not in that mode, you can't attract the people that want to come and help you. All day long, someone that is uber successful can pour into you, but if you are not ready to receive it and in that growth mindset and have a very deep-rooted why of what you want to do, it isn't going to be received very well. So let's know that it doesn't matter really who's watching. We don't know who's watching. There could be someone out there that we don't even know yet that's watching you and your success and your growth, and they're wanting to be close to you. Or maybe someone that is already, levels ahead of you and chapters ahead of you in their business that's watching you be hungry and thrive and want to do better. And now they're like, well, we need to have them in our circle. They can teach us a few things. You just never know who's watching. So literally the world is our platform. So make sure that you're putting out what you want to receive. This is a tough one. That a lot of us don't quite, and myself, it's a struggle for me as well. It's removing proximity for what's holding you back. And I know that when I first got into the industry, I had a broker sit me down and say, you're going to need a new car. I'm just driving a fun little beater car around. You're going to need a new car. You're going to have a whole new set of friends because the friends that you have are going to hold you back. And it was just the way that they packaged it up was just felt very, very icky to me. But if you package it up in a way that said, sometimes it's not about who we add, but it's about who we subtract. And our old habits and our old environments can keep us playing small. And that's very true. Your mindset can keep you playing small if you aren't hyper aware of what your thinking process is. So the moment that you think, I don't know if these people are going to listen to me, or who am I, or why do I deserve to be, in their circle? They're doing these amazing things. And just like where I was when I was very beginning of my career, who was I to even contact the CEO of someone who has hundreds and thousands of agents in their company? Who was I? I wasn't making any waves or any splashes, but they gave me a chance. I think that if we continue to have that mindset of why me, we miss a lot of the opportunities along the way. Why not me? And I'm never afraid of the ask. I will ask anyone at any time, any question. I am not afraid of it because the worst they can say is no, or they just won't answer me at all. And all of those answers are totally fine. But let's talk about it. So we can outgrow relationships, and along the way. And that part's a little painful as well. Growth requires actual growth, and some people can't see it because they think you've changed. And that's okay. You have changed. We need to tie our proximity to purpose. And this is something that I'm very, very passionate about. So you got to stay close to your why. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to be in the rooms of people that are very successful? Why do you want to grow? Growing is not easy. Growing a lot of times is not fun. There is the thing called growing pains. But you have to think that you don't need to just know why you want to do it. Why you want to be successful, why you want to go through all the pains and struggles of growth, losing people along the way and gaining other people along the way and looking silly sometimes, sounding silly a lot of times. But why do you want to do it? So they always say that dream is a dream unless it's written down. Once it's written down, it's a goal. Then goals are just goals until they're acted upon. I like to always add one in there, is that you need to be emotionally attached to your goals. You need to know that no matter what stands in your way and what gets in your way, you're going to achieve that no matter what. I don't care what anyone on the internet's going to say about my videos. I don't care what anyone's going to say about my success. All that matters is myself and my family and the people that I'm surrounding myself with. And nothing in a million years is going to get in the way of what I want to achieve for myself and my family. So every day I wake up and every night that I go to sleep, I visualize and emotionally connect to the person that I want to become, the person that I am becoming, and to the goals that I want to achieve. Every single day I do that. I carry around my goal book that I have all of my dreams and aspirations written down for the year, just for the year now. I carry that around everywhere I go. You can ask my family. I mean, it goes camping with us. It goes to the gas station with me. I carry it every single place I go, and it is always in reach of where I am, because I want it as a constant reminder. If I'm running into a difficult client or difficult situation or whatever it may be, a point in my life that's tough to get out of, I want to be able to look at that and be like, you've made promises to yourself, into your life, into your family. You're going to get through this. You're going to be fine. So even just having the power of proximity being your goal book and your goals, like that's huge. That's part of the puzzle of getting there. Proximity and production. So how top producers think and they prioritize. Getting back to the table that I was sitting at a few months ago, is they prioritized opportunities, and every opportunity that they saw, they put something in motion to figure out if it was worth pursuing or if it was just a waste of time. But you know what? Every one of them said yes to every opportunity because they never know which one would actually shake out. So we always have a running to-do list of things that we think, oh, what a great idea this would be. Let me try to do this one day. But it will always stay on that to-do list unless we put things in action. And that is a lot of what I've seen of these people that I've been able to surround myself with, is action speaks. So no matter what they're doing in their production, in their business, in their life, in their relationships, whether it be a vacation, it could be a vacation, it doesn't have to be business. Whether it be a vacation, they say, hey, it'd be great taking a month off and spending it on a boat in Bora Bora or wherever. They will go ahead and make the reservation or put on the calendar and then tell whoever that they need to help, assist it. Action is something that I've really taken to heart this year on all the people that I've been able to have in my circle. So I really want to just hone in that there is power in proximity. And if you're just starting out and you don't know where to turn, that's okay. Or if you've been in production for a long time and you feel like you've reached the top and there's not many people at the top of that mountain with you, you're right. You're right. It can be very lonely. But there's always people that are doing better things than we are. And there's always someone that can push us to be a better version of ourselves no matter what. So reach out to people that you want your life to emulate, that you feel as though they're doing what you want to do, are really great in an aspect of their life that you feel that you could be better at. The worst that they can say is no, or they don't get back to you. I can tell you from personal experience that the majority of the people, especially in our company, are very excited to help you and very excited to help me. And I have aligned myself with people that have pushed me further than I ever thought. And I know this is just the beginning. And that's the crazy part. So that I've been able to align myself with people that I could grow by myself. I could. But once I was able to get in the room with the people that are doing these crazy things, it catapulted my business and my life and my relationships to a level that I'd never even imagined. So here's what I want to leave you with today. I know I've taken up a lot of your time. It maybe bounced around a little bit, but I just want to hone in on this. The question isn't just who you are around, but it's who are you becoming because of it. And I want to repeat that because it's very, very important. The question isn't who are you around, it's who are you becoming because of who you are around. When you get in the right rooms with the right people and the right energy, everything changes, to the good or the bad. So make sure you're choosing those rooms very carefully. Let proximity be your superpower. So just realign yourself, take inventory note of who you're letting speak into your life, who you're letting influence your decisions. Take inventory of that, know who you're becoming because of it. Because being in the right room with the right people can absolutely change your mind and the trajectory of everything in it. So don't take it lightly, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited. Hopefully this helped a little bit. And I'm always here to help anytime that you need advice or want to be in the rooms. I am super happy to have that conversation, guys. So thank you so much. Tune into us next time. Talk to you soon.